What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed Sunday if you're watching this. Before I get started on this review, it's late, super late, and I do apologize. The review for the People Vs GCW. Alright, real quick, just got to do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel at 375, 25 more. I'll drop the 6 through 10 favorite female wrestlers of all time. And then once I reach 500 subs, I'll drop my TNA Mount Rushmore. And I'm officially at 100 followers on Rumble, so thank you. Like, I truly appreciate it. That's all I want to see from you guys. Just leave the likes, leave the comments. That's all I want to see. Alright? But enough of that, let's get into it. Because this show is like over 6 hours. Right? So, ain't no fucking way I'm breaking down each fucking match spot for spot. I ain't doing it. I ain't got time for this shit. And I already know you guys don't either. So, we start off with the kickoff show. It's kind of like a scramble match from my understanding. We have Mr. Danger, yeah. Then Marcus Mathers, not related to Marshall. We see Fuego del Sol. We then see All Night Long, All Night, oh yeah, All Night Long. Rich Homie Swan coming out to Lionel Richie's All Night Long. Great fucking song. Next we have the former reigning, defending, undisputed GCW World Heavyweight Champion Blake Christian. And last but not least, he's wanted, dead or alive. Shout out to Bon Jovi. Manders comes out last. We're just going to fast forward to the finish because we ain't got all day. Manders hits the lariat to Marcus. 1, 2, 3. Manders goes over. We then go backstage with Veda Scott and the thick, with 2 C's, Allie Katch. She says that she's done chasing, that she fucking attracts, and that tonight she's gonna whoop Effie's ass, become the #1 contender, and she's gonna go on and whoop Mance Warner's ass and become the GCW World Champion. Because the people want it, Veda wants it, and I want it. Luck is for losers. I don't need it. I'm gonna go out here. What's mine will be mine. That's essentially what she said. Good promo from Allie. We then move on to Bruno Venus and Effie. He says that the old vets used to say when you're at your professional peak, you're at your personal low. Being Effie is an arduous lifestyle. I had to overcome obstacle after obstacle, and when I'm so fucking close to that finish line, I had to take on a close friend of mine's and Allie Katch. Now, I told her I'm the outlaw. Now I have to be a full outlaw, overcome and destroy a close friend of mine's that I cared about to gain something that I need. Right? And who has that championship? A former friend that turned his back on me and betrayed me. I had to put him down so I can achieve my goal in becoming the GCW World Heavyweight Champion once and for all. So I'm gonna go out there and do what I gotta do. Good promo from Effie. I like it. Next up is a battle royal. Alright, a bunch of people in the ring already. The only person I know of, because I'm still new to GCW, is the big homie Bobby Flacco. Because I love that name. That name is awesome. Bobby Flacco. Shout out to Bobby. That's the man right there. But next we see Mr. Crowbar coming out with a pipe. Why he doesn't have a crowbar, I don't know. Next we see Zeta Steel. Pay attention to her because you're going to be seeing her a lot. This woman will be getting pushed. Alright, this is CM Punk's next side piece if he's not smashing her already. We then see Mr. Starboy Charlie, or as commentary called him, the Denim Demon or some shit, or the Denim Dragon, something like that. He gets a good pop. We then see a Tough Tony and Violent J from ICP. Please don't hate me, but I've been fucking your mommy lately. An old friend of mine was a huge ICP fan. Like, I remember he was always playing their fucking songs. I'll never forget that song. This shit got stuck in my head. But next we see one of the OGs here on the channel. And I'll never forget this. He was the first official wrestler to comment here on this channel. So big ups and shout outs to Mr. Sam Stackhouse. Right, if you don't know this man, kind of like AC Romero from TNA. A guy that size shouldn't have been doing half the things he's able to do. Next up is my personal favorite here in GC Dub, the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer. Next up is Brooke Havoc. Never seen her before, but she looked good out there. Next is some dude who looks like an extra off the movie Office Space. If you've ever seen it, you know if you know. But that is CPA. Next up is Big Vin, who kind of reminds me of Wallace Mahoney. Rest in peace to him. And last but not least, at this time, he was the reigning, defending, undisputed digital media champion, PCO. Alright, so we're going to fast forward to the finish. Last two is PCO, Shane Mercer. PCO hits the Uranagi, which is Shane Mercer to the outside. And the winner of the Battle Royal is PCO. If you ask him, Mike, he says that for 3 fucking years I've been working for a company called TNA, and I've been waiting to do this for a very, very long time. So he brings out a steel chair, puts the Digital Media Championship on top steel chair, brings out a sledgehammer, bashes the steel chair into smithereens, completely missing the Digital Media belt. Then grabs on Mike, he says, "Now, I was the guy that single-handedly sold out the biggest show in TNA history. I'm the guy that sold more merch in one night than everybody back there combined." You know, and they're trying to make it seem like it's a shoot, like, oh, go, cut the camera, cut the feed, damn it. Come to find out, it was legit because PCO has not been back in TNA since, right? Steph Delander won the Digital Media Championship in their divorce. PCO went on to air out his grievances towards the company from a bunch of failed promises on their end, not covering some of his medical expenses, not delivering on his, I guess, a world title run from D'Amore, but D'Amore got fired. So, yeah, it was a bunch of shit, man. I don't know. But best of luck to PCO and his future endeavors. But we gotta move on. Right, next we get a promo from the El Jefe himself, Brett Lauderdale. He comes out talking shit, saying how this is one of the biggest shows in GCW history, and that one of his goals is to have GCW shows in all 50 states. Right? It's been a long road. You know, we had people betray us, talk shit, try to hold us down, but here we are. We're still here. We're still persevering. And unfortunately, we lost some good people along the way. So real quick, I just want to pay my respects to these two crazy motherfuckers, Ryan Clemson and Mike Piszczuk, Isaac. Forgive me if I said his name wrong. Rest in peace to both men. Right, he says, last year, my mom passed away, but I know she's looking down at me, proud of her son. I'm doing this for my kids, in front of God, and some asshole was like, or the devil. I'm like, you need Jesus. My good sir. Like, fucking give that man some holy water. But we did it without any safety net. We did it without $1 billion to fall back on. We did it on our own. And we did it because of all of you. So thank you. Let's get this motherfucking show started. Got a crowd chanting, GC Duck, GC Duck, GC Duck. So big ups to Game Changer Wrestling. Right, keep doing your thing. Alright, you're gonna have people talking shit, fuck them. I mean that 110%. Fuck them. Keep doing your thing, as haters are gonna hate. Right, get ready for the next match. So DLC unification match for the GCW Ultraviolet and Extreme Championships. First we see Mr. Dave Prazak, he's out there for commentary. Then we see Drew Parker, Dr. Redacted, Rina Yamashita. We then see Mr. Matthew Justice, who has his own fan section right there. And best believe he's going to hit those two ladies up after the show, because that sign is fucking crazy. Alright, and I don't blame him. Next up is Mr. Ciclope. And John Wayne Murdoch, no relation to Trevor, but I could be wrong. I don't fucking know. Next is Mr. Brandon Kirk, who came out to Mariah Carey's Fantasy, which was that's a crazy choice, my guy. Apparently, he's going to be retiring here soon, hanging out the boots for good. So big ups to him. Thank you for all your hard work, all your sacrifice, however many years you put into that business. Thank you. And next we get Maki Ito. She does her performance. She does what Maki Ito does. And then we get an intro for the show. Now, you remember when WWE used to have themes for their pay-per-views before they got lazy and complacent? That's what we got here in GCW. They had the whole guilty as charged. Everybody in their jumpsuits. And the shit was dope. They transitioned from Frank Sinatra's theme of New York to whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. I sipped a Dom Pete watching Gandhi till I'm charged and bright and my book of rhymes all the world's past the margin. To hold the mic I'm throbbing, mechanical movement. Understand the smooth shit that mirror was smooth with. The deep steam. Play me at night throwing act right. Defeating the hip hop as we're struck like a crack pipe. The GOAT. He is my favorite rapper of all time. Nostradamus. Nasty Nas. Nasir Jones. AKA Nas. So as soon as I heard that, I'm like, this show is incredible. Like, these people have impeccable taste in music. So I'm already amped. I'm hyped up. And yeah, I sound like an old head. I'm like, who listens to Nas? Like, nigga, I do. Like, I still do. He's still putting out bangers after bangers after bangers. Right? Fucking King Disease 1, 2, and 3. Like, come on, man. Not to mention the collaboration he has with DJ Premier. Hopefully that drops this year. Because that shit will be on repeat because it will be a legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Legendary. But I digress. Alright, let's get back to the show. And the last entrance goes to the bulldozer of former GCW World Champion Matt Tremont. He comes out to sleepless nights, losing ground, I'm reaching for you. And I know he's been using that shit for a minute, so it's still a great song, still a great entrance, and the whole fucking crowd was singing it. Alright, so we get the match. You see that John Wayne Murdoch, he grabs the mic. He says, well, hold on. I don't give a damn what these retards say. Maki Ito, you don't belong in this match. Crowd booed, because you're a woman. Now, this duplicitous asshole makes Maki Ito cry. Now, you have to be a complete son of a bitch to make Maki Ito cry. So, the rest of the boys in the match whoop this dude's ass. Right? But I'm not going to go over it, break down the whole match, because, quite frankly, I'll be here forever. So, I'll fast forward to the finish, which was Matt Tremont climbing up the ladder, bringing down both the belts, and GCW Ultraviolet and Extreme Champion, Matt Tremont. He gets a good pop from the crowd. He shows love to Brandon Kirk. In the crowd, like I was saying earlier, they're like, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Brandon, because I guess word got out that he is, retiring from the ring. So once again, big ups to you, Brandon Kirk. Thank you, good sir, for all your sacrifice, all your hard work in that ring. Well, you got to keep it moving. Next match is to determine the number one contender for the GCW World Championship. And real quick, I just had to highlight these video packages hyping up these matches here tonight. This is the shit that we used to get in the WWE. Not anymore, because they're fucking lazy. Lazy as fuck. So thank you to GCW. This shit was immaculate. Great choices of songs. I was able to, especially for people that don't see like all the shows, this sums it up perfectly. Perfect. Down to the last minute detail. And I mean that. So big ups to GCW for that. Get the match to determine the number one contender for the GCW World Championship. Effie comes out first. He comes out to Elton John's. I don't know the name of the song, but apparently it's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Right? I knew it was Elton John because he has one of those recognizable voices. I just didn't know the name of the song. He comes out, Crowd shows him love, and he comes out, even though he's supposed to be the heel. Next, we see the best entrance of tonight, and that's the thick 2 C's. Alley Catch coming out with sparklers on them Take-O biddies. Right? She comes out, we get the match. Unfortunately, this match ends abruptly because we see Alley Catch going for a suicide dive, and it went horribly wrong. As I think it was her left leg, her left ankle bends in the wrong fucking direction. I seen that, I was like, oh, no. I know that shit was painful. So the match was over after that, and as it should be, there's no fucking way she could continue to wrestle on a fucking fucked up ankle like that. So, and we see Mans Warner coming out, and which was probably already going to happen. It just, they had to speed things up because of this unfortunate injury. Mans Warner comes out, whoops Effie's ass, choke slams him through a table, crowd boo the fuck out of him. He don't care because he's Mans Warner, the southern psychopath, right? And that's pretty much all that happened here. So yeah, this was shitty, man. You know the idiom takes the air out of the room? That's exactly what happened. It's unfortunate. I wanted Allie to win here tonight, even though I knew she wasn't. I'm sure they're running back in the near future, especially after what happens in the main event. So hopefully Allie won't be out for too long, and it does suck, and prayers for a speedy recovery for Allie Catch. But we gotta keep it moving. The next match is a tag team match. We have the real fucking pros, Griffin McCoy, Kerry Morton, Tony Deppen, who I remember seeing in ROH, and they're going up against the NYC OGs. Got Homicide, Basin Red, Grim Reaper, and the dude with shades is Julius Smokes. The real fucking pros come out, they make their entrance, and then we hear Beanie Siegel's The Truth. So you best believe you already know. That's Homicide coming out. We see Amazing Red, who is one of the most underrated high flyers of all time. And Green Reefer, who's like the Sandman, if the Sandman smoked that good shit. And these guys are out there, they're buying time because commentary announced that Allie Catch had to be rushed to the hospital because of an injury that she sustained during a match against Effie. So big ups to the 60s dudes, trying to entertain the crowd as best they could. We then get a video package from Atticus Cogger explaining why he's been stalking the sexy Amazon that is Megan Bain. I've seen people there like, oh, Megan Bain, she's alright, but she keeps making the same face like every photo. I'm like, and? What's your point? That's all she needs to do for finance. But what I don't understand is how Joey Nutella was able to smash that. He smashed her, Gigi Dolan, and Brandy Lauren, apparently, from what I've heard. Heard it through the grapevine. I'm just like, well, I guess Joey's only CM Punk shit, I guess. Big ups to him. I can't be mad at it. I don't understand it, but I give respect where respect's due. We get back to the match. Fast forward to the finish. Amazing Red hits the Code Red on McCoy. Homicide hits a Cop Killer, the Gringo Killer on Deppen. 1, 2, 3. The NYC OGs go over. Then they made the official announcement that Amazing Red is the first inductee in 2025 Indie Hall of Fame. A superb choice. He had a good ovation from the crowd. The crowd chanted, "You deserve it. You deserve it." And you damn right he does. Underrated. He is an underrated fucking talent. Right? But we gotta move on to the next match. But we get another tag team match, and this time is for the GCW tag team titles. Got the Garbage Daddies, and I know it's sus me saying it, but that's their fucking names. Alec Price, Cole Radrick, they're going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed GCW tag team champions. Violence is Forever's Kevin Koo, Dominic Guarini. If you've seen these guys before, then you already know they're coming out to In Your Head, Zombie. Come on, you already know. Cranberries. Rest in peace to Dolores O'Riordan. She passed away back in 2018, so rest in peace to her. I got a lot of memories of Cranberry songs late at night. Right? But that's for another video. Someday, maybe. But we get the match. Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward to the finish. All right, and this was one of the best matches of the night. But I'm gonna call these guys GD from now on. GD hits the tag team finisher, the garbage disposal on Kevin Koo. 1, 2, 3, and GCW tag team champions, GD. Alec Price, Cole Radrick. They got a good pop here. The crowd was completely behind them the entire time. Yeah, they fucking hated Vonces forever, for whatever reason. Right? They get a good pop. After the match, you see Vonces forever showing their respects to the new champions. And then that's it. So we move on to the next match. First, we get a video package from Mr. Charles Mason. And the security guard in this video, he looked familiar. Like, I know I've seen this dude before, but I don't remember his name. Right? Basically, this dude's like a fake Temu version of Hannibal Lecter. Right? We get the entrances. My boy Richard Holiday, the forgotten member of Dynasty. Diamonds Are Forever. The proprietor himself, Richard Holiday. He comes out on his Shawn Michaels shit from was it WrestleMania 25, if I'm not mistaken. Then we get the entrance from Mr. Charles Mason. He's on his Hannibal Lecter shit. The crowd chants, "Fuck you." Guess that's his whole thing. Pretty much in the video package, the whole story was Richard Holiday snitched. He was a snitch. He got fucking Charles Mason locked up. He busts his way out somehow. I guess cops are looking for him. So, I don't know. This shit's convoluted, but it's wrestling. Right? So we get the match, and automatically, as much as I want Richard Holiday to win here, I already knew off rip he wasn't. Fast forward to the finish, which was Charles choking this dude out with a steel chain, puts his ass to sleep. Charles Mason goes over. After the match, he's stabbing up his fan, tells him to go fuck himself. You see the look on his face. He's like, "What did I do?" It's just the look on his face. He looks so dumbfounded. Like, why'd you do that? I'm like, because he's a fucking asshole. We move on to the next match. We got Sidney Akeem, formerly known as Reginald from the WWE. Apparently, he's undefeated here in Game Changer Wrestling. And he's facing El Hijo del Fakingo. And he's going to shock the world with that Shockmaster-ass helmet of his on this show. This was a decent match for what it was. You could tell Vikingo was holding back because he didn't want to re-aggravate his injury that he just recently came back from. I don't blame him. We fast forward to the finish. It takes not one, but this was the second final act, which is basically a double backflip into the lethal injection. He hits it on Vikingo. 1, 2, 3. Sidney Akeem goes over. And during the time this pay-per-view took place, Sidney was now 18-0. The Game Changer Wrestling. And Vikingo could have easily went over if he wanted to, but he didn't. So big up Sam, right? We move on to the next match, and this match is one of the main reasons I want to watch this pay-per-view in the first place. And it's a 6-man tag team match. You have the ECW OGs, Lil Guido, I am super, I am crazy, I am super crazy. Mexico. It was him, Psychosis, and Juventud Guerrera. Had these motherfuckers coming out fucking lawnmowers. You don't want to get on my bad side because everybody loves Latinos. The shit that they got away with back then, man, is hilarious. And last but not least, the Japanese buzzsaw himself making his debut in Game Changer Wrestling, Tajiri, who looks like he could still whoop somebody's ass. And best believe he still got it. Right, but they're going against Los Desperados. Got Perez, Gringo Loco, and Jack Cartwheel. Right, fast forward to the finish, which was Gringo Loco and that split-legged moonsault to Lil Guido. 1, 2, 3, Los Desperados goes over. Sucks. I want to see Tajiri go over, but this is what it is. Still good to see him. Almost I can't remember the last time I seen Tajiri wrestle. I know he did it like appearance or two in House of Glory, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's always good to see Tajiri. I see Lil Guido here and there, and Super Crazy, he's still crazy. So out here doing his thing, man. So big ups to the ECW OGs. We move on to the next match, and it's a Bloodsport match. All right, we see footage of Josh Barnett going over on MVP, putting his ass to sleep, but this time he's going against the newly dubbed Tom Prescott, right, aka Baron Corbin. Now we get the match, or the fight, I should say, and the crowd was booing the fuck out of Josh Barnett. Fast forward to the finish, which was Barnett locking in a leg lock to Tom Prescott. He taps out. Josh Barnett goes over. Crowd boos the fuck out of him. Right, crowd is behind Tom Prescott here. So not only does Barnett go over on MVP, he goes over on Baron Corbin as well. But when it comes to Jon Moxley, we have to put over Moxley, right? God forbid, Moxley puts over anybody besides himself, but I digress. It was an okay match for what it was. Tom should have won, but should knock his ass out, in my opinion. But that's just me. Move on to the next match, right? A grudge match. Right? We got Megan Bayne, the Amazon, who is one of my favorite female wrestlers today. She's facing Mr. Atticus Cogar, who is mocking her in-ring gear during her entrance. And fast forward to the finish, which was Sawyer Rack getting involved, tases the fuck out of Atticus. Reason being because Atticus attacked her during one of her matches. So she said, "Turnabout's fair play, bitch." She cashes in her receipt. We see Megan Bayne hits that tombstone pile driver to Atticus. 1, 2, 3. Megan Bayne goes over. Right. So what happened here? Move on to the next match. We have the bad boy, a former GCW World Heavyweight Champion, Joey Janela. And I see you with that Bruiser Brody jacket. Big ups to you. But he's going up against the ECW legend. This man has been wrestling from like 92, 93 till now. Absolutely insane. And that is Masato Tanaka. An absolute savage in that ring. One of my favorite matches of all time was him versus Mike Awesome, rest in peace, at Heatwave 98. That match was fucking brutal. Right? Go back, check that match out if you haven't seen it. But we get the match here. Fast forward to the finish. It's pretty brutal. Now, especially the bumps that Tanaka's still taking. He's like 51 years old. Insane. It's fucking insane. But we see Joey Janela hits the package pile driver. Masato, 1, 2, 3. Joey Janela goes over. After the match, he pays his respects to Masato. He says, "Give it up for the fucking legend that is Masato Tanaka." He says, "Arigato." Pays his respects to the man as he should. Right, and then he gets interrupted by the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal, death-defying maniac that is Sabu. Joey announces that he's going to retire Sabu's old ass once and for all in April. So come April, I'll check the match out probably, then do a review on that pay-per-view. But yeah, that's basically it. Just another ECW legend that is going to put over Joey Janela on his way out before he hangs up the boots for good. Alright? But that leads us to the next match. We see the major player who's always ready. Matt Cardona comes out to a live performance. He says that New York, your favorite son, has come home. I'm supposed to have some mystery opponent here tonight, so who the hell is it gonna be? And then we see Mr. Andrew Tate coming out, aka Tommy Invincible. Who? Who the fuck is this dude? Alright, but we get the match. Matt hits the radio silence to Invincible. Somehow he kicks out at 2. Fast forward, hits the back-to-back suplex, the Invincible knuckle shuffle, and a diamond cutter for a 2 count. He's in disbelief. Matt hits a low blow and another radio silence. 1, 2, 3. Matt Cardona goes over. Alright, after the match, he cuts a promo. He says, nah, I ain't done. I want the biggest, baddest son of a bitch here in Game Changer Wrestling. Bring your ass out here right now. So then we see Micro Man. He comes out to accept the challenge. We get the match. He hits a drop toe hold to Matt, then hits the most powerful 619 I've ever seen in my life. It's a double foot stomp, then hits the micro bomb to Matt Cardona. You see Jimmy Lloyd get involved, yanking out the referee because he knew that would have been 1, 2, 3, it's over. Right, we see Matt Cardona low blows Micro Man. It's a schoolboy pin. 1, 2, 3, Matt Cardona goes over. Then get the babyface turn of the night. Jimmy Lloyd says he is done. He is fed up. Hits the radio silence of Matt Cardona. Then hits the woo, fuck you face wash in the corner. Then hits the super kick saying, I am not your broski. Finishes them off with kind of like a Omega pile driver from the looks of it. 1, 2, 3, Jimmy Lloyd goes over. And that leads us to the main event.
Well, it looks like the fight's already started. It's time for the main event.
And it is for the GCW World Heavyweight Championship. Get Effie coming out for the second time here tonight. And then we see the reigning, defending, undisputed GCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Southern Psychopath, coming out to Cowboys from Hell, from Pantera, Mance Warner. Takes his sweet ass time, shit talking to fans around the ring, finally get the match. Fast forward to the finish, it was a decent match. Alright, but mind you, this show was like fucking 6 hours. Alright, 6 fucking hours, damn near. Alright, we see Cole Radrick from the GD, he gets involved because he has some brass ring, I guess, kind of like their version of the Money in the Bank. Essentially, was he going to cash in? He does it. He gives Jeff Jarrett's guitar to Effie. He says, this is your moment, brother. So Effie hits not 1, but 2 guitar shots to Mance, then hits the radio silence. 1, 2, 3, and no! GCW World Heavyweight Champion, Effie. And that is it for this show for the People Vs GCW 2025. A long ass fucking show, but I enjoyed it. I did. I love the music, the video packages, the entrances. Some matches were decent. Or no, some matches I didn't care for, but that's okay. Big ups to Effie for being the new GCW World Heavyweight Champion. I have no problem with him. I mean, some people don't like him. He do shit to me. So, I don't care. Alright. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts on the show. I'm going to try to cover GCW more often. I know they had their recent show was the Jersey Cup or some shit like that. So, I'll try to see if I can cover that. I don't know. But if you like, hate if you hate. It's all the same to me. I just want to see the engagement and the feedback from you guys. Right? As far as the next video, I still got to do that New Japan show, but I might have to wait later on this week. I'll try to get to it when I can. I know I had to do the second episode of Let's Fucking Go. And then I have a video request for Braun Strowman, so a bunch of shit I gotta do this week. Right? But yeah, wasting up your guys' time. So that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect you and yours, loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty, but most importantly, trust in God. I'm out of here. Until next time, adios.